I'm coming in
Hey,
hot.
Jake. Hey, the headline on Fight Hype, Claressa
Hold on.
Shields.
Can you see me? Because I can see you.
Can you see me, champ?
Okay, yeah.
The headline on Fight Hype right now, Claressa Shields says she's having a baby.
Next.
No comment.
Look. Here's baby number one. Can I get baby number two? Baby number two.
Those are your babies.
This is my babies. Very hard work right here, y'all. Nothing but dedication, discipline, the dream to dream, and the will to make it, baby. Okay?
You're fighting a Leila, but not obviously Leila Ali. What do you know about your opponent and what challenges does she bring?
What I know about Leila is that she's hungry. She's undefeated. She has called me out in the past, and I like this fight. I think it's a great fight. I think her style is perfect for mine, and you will see, again, an exciting fight December 19th.
Does Jake have a puncher's chance against AJ? in your
Absolutely.
opinion?
Absolutely. Boxing is a sport where it could be your night. So
What is it like training in Dallas?
training in Dallas has been amazing. Just the culture here, obviously the weather, and just the growth that I've been able to have as an individual, as an athlete, as a woman. I'm all for it.
You in terms of motivation, you mentioned earlier, you're doing it for you. Now that you've reached the mountaintop of undisputed, what does doing it for you look like? Is that a name? Is that obviously a dollar amount? What does that look like at the end of your career?
It's everything. It's what you dream from the beginning, right? As a young girl, what I envisioned to become world champion, to become undisputed, to be one of the top athletes, to be paid properly. It's setting the platform, like I said, it's setting everything in motion to really be who I am and cement that.
Would you like to get some of those super fights, Alycia, with like Michaela Mayer, like a rematch, Amanda, Katie Taylor? I mean, you're one of the biggest stars in women's boxing. I'm sure your fans would love to see you in those big fights.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all for never denying a fight, and it just has to make sense. We build fights, and business is first, and I'm very well aware of what good business looks like. So yeah, I'm always down.
What round you put Leila down?
Ooh-wee. That's a question I get a lot. I just know I can never predict the round. I just know what I'm gonna do, and that's to hurt her and to get her out of there.
We hear the hit list thrown around a lot. Do you have a hit list for 2026?
All of them, shit. All of them.
What has Derek done for your career just these last couple camps?
Yeah, what Derek has done has just implemented the things that I haven't been taught, or the things that we're just polishing up on. It's a dynamic, and it's so important. Just as much as the fighter needs to perform, it's the trainer who needs to make sure that things are also coming together in camp, and Derek does a great job of doing that.
What do you tell yourself right when it's go time, when you're about to get in the ring?
Honestly, it's just when I hear the bell. Hearing the bell ring, and I'm just knowing again how far I made it. I lost my dad last year, and I'm persevering through every challenge that's been given to me, and that's just more motivation for me to wake up every day to know what I'm fighting for, what my dad instilled in me. There ain't no give up. This always been a plan A. There's never been a plan B. So I always make sure that I put my all into this. This shit not AI. This shit the real thing.
Talk about that, losing your father. Obviously, that's huge adversity. Boxing is its own huge adversity. Do those help each other out, or do you sometimes feel like you want to throw in the towel because of that adversity?
Man, listen, it's been a roller coaster, but what I do know is what I've been instilled in since a young child. When my dad told me at 8 years old, asked me, do you want to box? I said yes. And I just knew with stepping inside those rings that it was going to take discipline and real dedication to believe in self. Boxing is one of a kind. It's a one-man sport. It's just me in there. I can have my team, I can have my fans, but it's just me. And if I know myself, and when God tells you who you are, you gotta step up to the assignment. I'm gonna do that every time.
Alycia, Derek's former star pupil, Errol Spence, just announced a comeback. What are your thoughts on Errol and coming back to boxing?
You know, boxing is embedded. You know, when you come into this gym every day and you work hard to become a world champion, to make it to that pedigree, it never leaves you. The hunger is still there somewhere. And, you know, shout out to Errol for finding that hunger to come back. I think it's important that people understand that boxing saves lives, and I know it saved mine.
I heard you say you like taking on challenges. Claressa Shields put a 100K challenge out there.
She would get whooped. Next question. Put 500,000 on it.
Ooh.
Any
500 for
noticeable
occasion.
any noticeable differences in training for 3-minute rounds opposed to 2?
The difference would just be just staying locked in. You know, I think again the extra minute has allowed me to set things up, be able to take my time, and I love that. Y'all have to understand that I'm coming with a Birkin duffel bag with skills, and so I'm ready to just display those things.
You like training in Dallas better in the summertime or right now?
Summertime, baby. I love the heat. I love a good sweat. Listen, I love it. I love the heat.
You mentioned, you talked a little bit about this earlier, the WBC controversy and what Bud did. Can you just elaborate, and do you see this as something that other fighters are going to get behind?
You know, not every fighter can get behind it because you got to be at the top to even be vocal about what you're talking about. So that's one. And two, like I mentioned before, it's just important that fighters continue to have a voice, continue to be vocal, because the better that we can make this sport, the better it is for every fighter who's coming up and fighters who are going out.
What do you think's gonna happen with Jake and Joshua?
It's going to be electrifying, y'all. I know if y'all was here for Tyson and Jake Paul, just the atmosphere at the AT&T Stadium, just imagine in Miami. You know, you got the co-main event, Alycia Baumgardner, defending her titles, and it's just gonna set the stage for the main event.
When you guys were pushing for the 3-minute rounds, were there any women that were opposed to the 3-minute round?
You know, I'm not sure. I know at first when they asked me, I'm like, you know, 2 minutes is fine with me. I can get knockouts in 2 minutes. But again, to take a challenge is something I'm always up for, as mentioned. And I'm like, okay, I'll do the 12 3 minutes. And again, I look amazing. Like, I feel good. You're gonna see just an all-around woman fighter. I am the best. I am the standard. I am who I say I am. There's nobody better than me. So you'll see that.
How do you feel about MVP's new signee, Charlotte Dubois?
I think it's a great sign. You know, MVP has continued to show why they are for women's boxing and why we're building as a team and as a sport. Not so much just gender related, but the fact that the sport is coming to a place where champions are being recognized, period.
Yeah, Alycia, it seems like boxing is as hot as ever right now, especially women's boxing, but also men's boxing is starting to light up. You got Shakur and Teo doing a presser today. What are your thoughts on that fight?
You know, I think it's a great fight. Again, we've been wanting to see these types of fights. I know Turkey has put those types of fights on, and again, it just builds for a better sport. People are talking about it. We just got done talking about Lamont and Pitbull Cruz, so that was a conversation for the weekend, you know, so these fights are really good.
What about Devin? What do you think of Devin's performance against Norman?
Yeah, Devin did what he had to do. He was smart, he was composed, he used his jab. You know, one thing that people have to understand is boxing is a sweet science, y'all. Like, the goal is not to get hit. The goal is to set up punches, to use your jab, let your jab do the setups and things like that, and come out clean, man. Like, don't nobody want to be getting hit in the head. Go around straight.
Besides yourself, who would you put at the top of women's boxing?
Say it again?
Besides yourself, who would you put at the top of women's
Shit,
boxing?
God. You know what I'm saying? Like, God, Lord Jesus. You know?
You gonna stick around in Miami after your victory for
Oh,
vacation?
I'm sticking around. I love Miami. Listen, the weather, the beach, hooks and looks is coming. The bomb is on her way. I'm so excited, again, for everyone to come out. To see this fight December 19th is to see history within itself, to know who Alycia Baumgardner is, the young girl who started at 8 years old, who's been able to climb her way to the top. Through any adversity, she still climbs, she still perseveres through, and she believes in herself. And that's very important. For anyone who don't believe in yourself, please do. Look yourself in the mirror and say you're worth it. Because I know I'm worth it, and I'm worth being on that stage December 19th.
Hey, Frank Martin gave us a late candidate for Knockout of the Year. Any chance you can throw your name in the book and have a nice little...
I saw the fights. I seen them. I seen the knockouts. But I said, listen, Lord, they haven't even seen me yet. So, you know, definitely put me in for that knockout of the year.
You got Claressa and Franchon doing a rematch. Any thoughts on that fight?
Listen, Franchon is coming to fight. Don't sleep on Franchon. Again, another great woman fight to be held for people to see, and it's just another step forward.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Perfect.
Thank you.